Shout out to the Hawks on fire right now.
Smoking that Bucks pack. Let's get
Woo! Woo, I like that. You gotta send me that one.
Got you. We back. Hey. Yo. You down with RCC?
Yeah, you know we.
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 Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 24 of the Real Creators Collab. This is your boy Marcus, aka Happy Birthday to Tamir Rice. You would have been 19 years old today if you wouldn't have been killed by a cowardly cop named, what was his name? Timothy Loman.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. Happy birthday.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Levert, aka Leverticus, aka Sweet Dick Relay.
And we back in the lab. Hey,
what's going on, man?
Finally got that shit down.
What's going on?
Hey, man. Not much, man. I'm feeling good. It's Friday. End of a long other bullshit week, but it is what it is, you know. What do you say? I'm trying to get to a level where you catch flights to change the weather. I think I said that before. Catch flights to change the weather type of shit. But I'm gonna get that one day in due time.
Catch flights, not feelings.
Exactly.
Catch flights, not feelings.
I was gonna say I'm trying to get flued out, but nah, I'm here, so we flying out together.
Y'all having a vacation, or what you call it, a staycation? Y'all staying inside?
I mean, it's a balance. You're trying to be safe, but you're also trying to be in these streets as a couple, if that makes sense.
Have y'all been out recently?
Nah, I mean, I think we wanted to go to. Atlanta had like one of these wine festivals that we wanted to go, but you know, people and wine and pandemics and COVID, you can end up with that shit. You keep fucking around. So
you still scared of COVID right now?
I don't want to say scared, hesitant, but still trying to not let it affect my life any more than it already has.
Yeah, I'm sick of being scared of it, man. Like, I think my routine has become a habit, so I still move a certain way when I'm out in these streets. But I'm cognizant of it, but I'm not gonna let that dictate my life. I'm still gonna get out here and have fun and enjoy life.
Yeah, I completely understand. And like speaking as somebody who's had the disease. I mean, it took me some time to like start feeling like my normal self, like a couple months or whatever. But we still don't even know the long term ramifications of that. So, but I try not to dwell on that because, like, again, those people that die from this shit. I was fortunate, so
you good now? You still have like some remnants from it?
I don't know. I mean, they don't know anything about the disease. I mean, it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now to be like, oh no, that was from COVID. So who knows? I
feel like since it's like a respiratory disease or whatever, it would affect your stamina. So have you had like any depreciation in your stamina?
No, I mean early, like I want to say the months afterwards, like I would get winded, like when I would go for a run, like I found myself getting winded way sooner than I would normally would.
Or when you got like 10 pumps in, you ready to quit?
Exactly that type of thing. Like I could at least make it to 15. Why the fuck this happened at 10? Damn. But yeah, that type of thing. But you know, finally got the stamina back. Finally, the stroke never left. It was just delayed.
Use the force.
Nah, but what about you, man? How was your week? Talk to me.
Oh man, my week has been how's my week? My week was a week, and I know I say this often, but it was definitely a week of reflection.
Okay.
A thought-provoking week where it made me just pretty much, I want to cut out all the outside noise. And really, my week was based on focusing on what I want and how I want to be in life. That was what my week was about.
Gotcha. And I guess we talked about it earlier. You hit me earlier this week. You said within that focus, you said you backed off from social media. Yeah,
I'm like, this is a question for I guess everybody. Like, do you have moments or time in your life where you just got to take a break from social media? Like, you ever been through that before?
Yeah. No, I would say maybe 5, 6, 7 months ago. Like, I found myself dealing with anxiety, and then the anxiety on things, having COVID on top of already dealing with anxiety. Like, I found myself just feeling like overwhelmed. Like, I was like literally about to die. But I found like one of those triggers in one of those triggers to that anxiety was looking at social media. Like it's like you hear so much about COVID, you hearing so much about death. On top of just what do you say, like FOMO shit. You like, man, I cannot deal with this shit. I need to at least it's hard to balance. It's already hard to balance it within itself. But looking at social media was only adding to it. So social media was something like I need to cut this out, cut this back because it's only going to hurt me more than I'm already hurt. It's a healing process, and the healing process is falling back off social media for sure.
Interesting. You thought that was beneficial for you?
Oh,
you went through it?
Absolutely. Just like, I wouldn't say I was heavy on social media, but like just even putting restrictions on myself. Like I don't look at social media before like 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Gotcha. I don't look after 10 o'clock at night, that type of thing. And it just helps me, like when I'm going to sleep, it helps me wind down and slow my body down and slow my mind down. Or when I wake up in the morning, I'm not looking at Twitter or Instagram or Facebook to seeing like to formulate my thoughts or what what is my day going to be like, that type of thing.
I can definitely relate to that because I think I have it bad, or I had it, and I still have it bad in regards to having a social media addiction. Like I go to sleep late, I'll be on social media. I wake up, social media, checking messages or whatever. Yeah. And then it's like I can understand when you say the FOMO, fear of missing out, when like you get notifications or somebody sending you a message or whatever, or somebody tagging you or something like that. So basically, what I did is I pretty much took the Instagram app off my home screen.
Yep.
And I turned off my notifications on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Because those are my main three, the big three for me.
Gotcha.
Because it's like, I just felt, and I think during the time that I decided that we was going through Mercury retrograde, where
when was that?
Earlier this week. It just ended. It just ended.
All right, damn, I didn't know that.
And so I
got to get into my spirituals.
I mean, it is a thing. Like it certain parts. I think the phase of the moon affect me in different ways, and usually, like I have two parts of me because I'm a Gemini. It's more of the romantic side, the more the focus side. Then it's just a chaotic asshole side, and it's always been something that I've dealt with my entire life. And so, like one night, I was just up and I was thinking, I'm like, I got so much stuff that I want to do, so many goals that I want, but I've just been distracted. Like distracted with life, distracted with social media. And I was like, I think it's time to break away from it.
I mean, I definitely think that's real. I mean, I think when we talk about FOMO, I think everybody has a varying degree of social media addiction, which they need. I mean, which we all need to cut back or need therapy for or try to resolve. If that makes sense. But I guess you talked about like it was distracting you from like. I guess being more productive, attaining your goals, that type of thing.
Yes.
And I definitely, I guess not in the social media aspect of it, but I'll let you elaborate on that a little bit if you don't mind.
Yeah, like I would find myself, I call it mindless scrolling. And with Instagram, they got so many different niche items, or niche pictures, or niche images, and it's just
big booty here, piece of art here, sports highlight here.
It's like a bukkake of fucking images. Whether it's big ass girls, big titty girls, or your favorite Lizzo, or
shout out Lizzo, love you, baby.
Whether it's with art, music, and I was like, I need a break from it because I would get in this routine, and I was like, sometimes I go on autopilot, and it feels like I'm in a loop, but when it gets to a point when it becomes overwhelming, or if I have like a time to really contemplate about life and stuff like that, it just told me like, hey, you need to pull back a little bit, and you need to utilize your energy in other areas other than social media. Because there's gonna be a point in time where I want to leverage social media, whether it's with art or just this podcast, whatever. Like you try to market shit and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's times you have to pivot sometimes and reallocate your energy in other areas.
Yeah, for sure.
In order for you to progress.
Yeah.
So that was my decision. What I'm gonna do now is more of use it more wisely, and not try to do as much as mindless scrolling. Yeah. Because you can be scrolling for like, it could turn from like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
No,
and you like
it's an hour, 2 hours, then it's a half a day, then it's a whole fucking day looking at social media. I understand.
Like I muted my my messages and stuff like that. I know y'all was sending me messages, and what I would do, I would check them at like other like later periods of time throughout the day.
Yeah.
Not just every time I get a message, I'll check it. Every time I get this, I'll check it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something that I have to go through. And like what I did was before I really did it, I reached out to certain people that I care about, and I was like, "Hey, I'm taking a step back," because usually y'all used to me like sending y'all messages throughout the night and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know it's periods of time you was like, "When do I sleep?" and stuff like that.
This man did not sleep, bro. This man did not sleep. I guess with this falling back from social media, have you spent that more time resting on top of being productive?
Yeah, I spent more time resting, but I also spent time more of producing and really getting into my music and stuff like that. And like I said, what I want to do is be more productive with it, whether it's producing for the podcast, whether it's producing music or other stuff, than just staying on social media like a fucking zombie. Yeah, because that's what it creates, fucking zombies.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you just pivoted from like I want to use social media. Don't let social media use me. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly. And so basically, just like you said, like you get periods of time where you looking at certain images, and then it's like, oftentimes you look at it as a reflection of your situation that you're going through. Like, I should be doing this, or I should be doing this, or this person living like this, or this person living like that. And not that I really care, but it's like more of a wake up call to be like, where if I want to live a certain life or move a certain way, I got to put in that work.
Exactly.
And just being on social media constantly, it's not going to help that out.
Definitely, for sure. I guess within that, and I guess maybe a pivot from social, like maybe it runs parallel to it, like I was gonna say as a man, but as people, like, we have goals in our life, personal life and professional life, and like sometimes we become, I guess, stagnant or stale, or kind of feel like we're just not progressing at the rate that we should.
Yeah.
But and I feel like social media and things like that, they kind of help with that stagnation, or that being content,
complacent.
Yeah, complacent, that we don't want to how to say, strive and keep pushing forward.
Yeah,
I mean, because like you can have goals, and it's okay to set. You have goals. You set your goals. You reach your goals. But within that, you should enjoy when you reach a goal. Enjoy reaching that goal. But don't wallow and don't become too content in that current situation, because you have to know that the goal to obtain that you set. So that type of thing.
When you level up, there's always another level before you can reach.
Always. The level
always
is level. Meek Mill said a lot of dumb, crazy shit, and then did a lot of dumb, crazy shit. But the number one thing that I took from him was that it's levels to this shit. Levels to this shit.
So that's what I'm going through. I won't be posting as much. If I post something, it'll be more strategic or something that I really want to share. Because usually how my mind works, whatever I post is like what I find funny. I love memes and stuff like that. I post anything and everything. So more, I'm going to take a step back and just reallocate it and be more focused on the art, the music, and that's what I'm going to push forward. And elevating the podcast.
Bet. So new music coming soon.
Yes, most definitely.
All right, what else we got? Oh, you talked about living a minimalistic lifestyle. That's what lost me right there. Like, what you talking about? Like a tiny house in the woods, eating fruits and berries, or what you talking about? Because I don't know if I could do that. Even
like pivoting with the social media and stuff like that. Even in today's society, there's like a sense of like you got to have a level of abundance. And I feel like sometimes abundance, I guess it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes when you got a lot of shit, you don't really appreciate the little things. So by saying that statement, it was just like a question that I proposed to myself, like, what do I really need and what don't I need? Or what am I pretty much collecting? God. You know what I'm saying? Being like a hoarder of like thoughts, emotions, bullshit.
No, you're right. Abundance becomes what's the debauchery.
Okay.
Yeah, that type of thing. Like a gluttony.
Gluttony.
That type of thing. I understand. Okay.
So it's basically like, okay, I think I end up at my place, like, I've always had a fucking storage closet of a whole bunch of Amazon boxes of like all the shit you buying from like the podcast, or like video
when we talk
stuff like that.
Talking about debauchery and gluttonous, bruh, I want to take a second to say, fuck Jeff Bezos, you fucking piece of shit. I truly despise the individual that you are. But we'll move on.
I can't really say that because I'm a low-key Amazon hoarder. Like, I buy something probably every week, and it don't be shit I need.
No, don't worry. It's an addiction. We can win you off that. We can fix you off that. We'll fix that. But Jeff Bezos, the piece of shit, bro, you motherfucker. Motherfucker.
But when they say like, don't hate the player, hate the game.
People's greed?
It is what it is.
Man, fuck that nigga. He and my ain't shit nigga this week, but fuck that nigga.
Okay.
Well, it was, and you're right, it was Prime Day this week, wasn't it, too?
It was Prime Day, and I didn't. Well, I got some shoes.
Damn. Damn. Shout out to the people in the Amazon warehouses walking marathons on Prime Day to make sure people get their shit on time.
Shout out to y'all, because y'all do a hell of a job.
Y'all deserve better. Y'all deserve at least $20 an hour.
Without y'all, I don't know where I would be.
The world would be.
In regards to getting my packages on time. Even though one of my packages did get lost in the mail, but I don't think that involves y'all. Y'all did a hell of a job getting my packages out. I definitely feel my Prime membership is definitely worth the money in order for me to get my packages early, because I'm always fiending. Every time they say tracking, every time that tracking number goes out and it shows me exactly what my package is, damn, it's like an orgasm waiting to happen. Can't wait till it comes, boy. Can't wait.
Oh man,
Amazon whore. That's what I am. I'm an Amazon whore. Hopefully I get better with it, because even with like dealing with social media and doing like the mindless scrolling, sometimes you just be mindless buying shit.
Definitely. I mean, people won't be satisfied until Jeff Bezos can do legal B&Es on everybody's house in America. Like the nigga just kick in your door and take the shit that he want because we done literally gave up all our rights and information.
That's a mouthful.
But like I say, and I would want to say this hostility and frustration and resentment that I feel towards him. Mm-hmm. It would decrease if the nigga just paid his fair share of taxes. But he won't even do that because this nigga is a money hungry, evil, modern day. What we like to say, like a modern day slave owner.
Elaborate.
I mean, how to say, he abuses his workers. Mm. He may not do it directly. But through the actions that he forces them to take, yeah, he does that, and he does, and like how to say, 15 people will commend him for paying people $15 an hour, my nigga. $15 an hour is nothing in city of Atlanta. You couldn't even live in the fucking city of Atlanta if you made $15 an hour, my nigga. You'd be somewhere in fucking like Macon or Griffin with that fucking salary. You cannot live in the city of Atlanta on $15 an hour. That's not a fucking. That's literally the fucking floor of what. It's not even the fucking floor of what minimum wage should be. But that's another story. But
I would play devil's advocate and say, well, they have these certain conditions that happen at the Amazon warehouse. But why isn't the workers stepping up and be like, this is unacceptable?
Well, they tried to unionize, and Jeff Bezos, I mean, when people are trying to unionize, the company always trying to find, the company literally finds a way to stop the union, whether it's through lawsuit, whether it's through intimidation. I mean, how to say, I believe it was a black woman that tried to unionize Amazon workers, and I believe Jeff Bezos and whoever works above him literally made that woman's life a living hell. So yeah.
Well, I would say it like this: the biggest leverage they would have had was during the pandemic, and now that we're coming out of the pandemic, because what are they saying nowadays? It's hard to get people out to work right now. But they're not saying that if they're going to or not going to increase the salaries or the payment for getting people out to work.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to have some incentives like for people to come back to shitty jobs, because I figured with the pandemic it woke everybody up. Everybody's like, I'm working this dead end job, or this is not where I should be. I need to think of other ways to make money.
You sound like old dude from the what is it, like the Atlanta AT&T commercial. You sit at home on the couch. What are you doing with your life?
The thing is, he's probably sitting at home on the couch, ain't doing them commercials no more. Hey, you haven't seen them.
I mean, shit. I'm pretty sure every time that motherfucker's going to, you get what, a 10-cent royalty check or something.
It's a royalty check.
Keep getting them checks.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, even if you get them, like, that's all about good. It's good to have passive income. That's the ticket right now, to make money when you're not really doing shit. Like, make money in the background. That's why people dealing with crypto, Forex, HFX, and all of that shit, Bitcoin, all of that. Like, they want to make that passive income.
Man, don't even get me in the crypto, bro. I put money into Bitcoin. Tell me why that shit keep going down and down and down and down and down.
Is that why everybody depressed now? Like, they keep showing the graphs and the shit keep going down. I'm like,
right. Every time I get a notification from Cash App saying Bitcoin is down 5%, 10%, I'm like, God damn, bro. What is it gonna do to reverse?
Well, with that, with crypto, like, it's better to wait it out.
Yeah. I say, I did it for the long term. I mean, that's money that I'm not concerned about seeing recouping from for the next 10. I mean, not now. I don't know about 10. Maybe a year from now, 2, maybe 5 years from now. Let that sit and just do what it do.
I really haven't heard anything from Dogecoin either.
I ain't even get into that.
It must not be up because when it's up, people be talking shit. Like,
Dante, we gotta hit you up. I need some guidance right now.
Dante is busy right now. He doing his thing. Shout out to Dante.
Shout out Dante.
Salute to my black brother. But yeah, man, like, it's like a whole bunch of shit that's going on within my head that it's like basically I feel like I'm in a maze trying to figure shit out and trying to see which way to go. And then I might go down this hallway and then I need to turn back around and go on a different route. That's how I feel. And so,
like a rat race?
A maze, man.
Rat means
I'm trying everything and failing at everything and trying it again until I succeed at something.
Huh.
Because I think we men, when it comes to being a man, we don't really talk about shit. We don't talk about being vulnerable in certain situations. But we have to get to a point where, especially when you around your guy friends, whatever, create a space where y'all can just talk to each other about real shit. Because, that's a perception of how men's supposed to be strong and you never should show any weakness or whatever. But when you're doing that, you got to be around people you trust. And I would rather talk to other men than talk to a woman in that type of situation because it's just we men live different lives than women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially if you're the type of man that's looking to provide for a family and stuff and you've grown up a certain way, more traditional, where it's like, I'm not the type of person that speaks about or like say out of my mouth, I want to go 50-50 with a woman. I saw my dad take care of his whole family, 5 kids, a wife, on his own.
Real nigga shit.
I mean, there was a point in time my mom, she wanted to become a nurse, and like there was a time where they worked together and she elevated even after the marriage when we were kids and stuff like that. It was 5 of us. And sometimes he would have to babysit us and stuff like that. But they're doing well for themselves, and it's a traditional household where it's like you have the man at the head of the household and then you have the woman, his helpmate. It's his rib, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And dealing with today's times, it's kind of like it's different where everybody has certain ideas of like what marriage is and stuff like that. But I've seen it all my entire life. Just had my 34th birthday. So with that, talking about like men and money and stuff like that, and you want to be at a certain level where you can be comfortable, where you can have a great foundation to sustain a marriage.
Yeah.
Because really marriage to a certain extent is a business.
Oh, it's 100% a business. It's a business that you bring the white man into. Yeah, that's
it is what it is. But by me having that certain type of perception, I never wanted to fix my mouth to even go for a relationship because I felt like, oh, this is bound to fail because I haven't got all of my ducks in a row right now.
Yeah, no, you're right. Right now, you trying to say, marriage is a business. You're essentially going into business with somebody else. So right now you're developing your business plan. That way, when you meet somebody who also has developed their own business plan, you all can come together and put together a Fortune 500 company. Yeah. Or that type of thing right there. Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
You gotta be on the same page, man. And if you want shit to succeed, you gotta put in work into that. But with me, I was like, let me do this. I've always been like that. Let me do this on my own, building myself up to a certain extent where I'm utilizing my passions and stuff in order to progress and create monetary value and elevate myself. Where it's like, sometimes I feel like relationships can be distractions.
No, especially if somebody that has the same goals, same vision, same aspirations of you. Or even if you're with somebody, even if you all don't have those same, the same interest, if that makes sense, they're not allowing you the space and the time to do that.
Well, you said,
and that's where the conflict and distraction can come from.
Space and time to do shit, because oftentimes you and the other person are on 2 different schedules in regards to she want this in a certain period of time and you want this in a certain period of time, and it's not matching up. and you can feel the energy even before you get too deep. Because in the beginning, it's all fluff and shit. But then when you really want to build something, you got to have the hard conversations. And I feel like it'll be better for me to do this on my own separately than to get bonded with somebody. And then it's like added unneeded pressure.
Understandable.
Added unneeded energy, because as a man, you have certain ideas in your head that you want to do it your way. But then you might have somebody else. Like, I've been in a relationship in the past where I had a girl and she was making more money than me at the time. And then she was like, I would come into it, she was like, baby, like, listen, I know you're not making as much as me, but let's build together.
Okay.
And that sounds good in the beginning.
Okay.
But it's like a wolf in sheep's clothes. Because over time, you'll have her saying, like, especially if she's the type of woman that wants you to level up and stuff like that. Well,
I think any good woman won't want you to level up. But keep going.
Yeah, true. But it's a
there's a way to help somebody with.
There's a way to do that, because she would come present me with certain ideas that she know that's not how my spirit flows. You should try this, try that, and then it became like, I'm not the type of person that I want my woman to be my mama. You know, some guys like that. I need like a motherly fit. I don't need no woman to tell me how I should do things, when I should do things, or whatever. And but over time, sometimes that change in regards to you being married or whatever, you learn each other, and you know how each other are. Well, you know what buttons to push to elevate that person, instead of coming to this person and trying to dictate shit. Because I don't need somebody to try to come in and dictate my life. Okay. Especially if I want to live a certain way.
And so with that, you mean like dressing, somebody telling you how to dress or that type of thing.
Well, I mean, you have some women that are like, they have gifts at presenting like a nice image for you, like they're a man or whatever. Okay. But when you, that's what I'm saying. It's certain ways that you have to approach a certain type of man. Because there are different types of men. You have some men, they'll come in like, baby, you want me to dress a certain way? I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. I'm like, don't you have a mind for yourself? I don't want to have a woman to come to me and try to change everything about me. It's nothing wrong with trying to enhance me. But if you come in and change everything, it feels like, did you even love me in the beginning?
Exactly.
From the ground up. Or maybe you're just looking for a body to put in this placeholder to pretty much mold a certain man.
You feel yourself in the danger zone, and you trying to mold somebody that could be somebody that can help you get out the danger zone.
And what's the danger zone?
What? The highway to the danger zone. Break it down. Shout out Kevin Samuels.
Now it's basically a period, you know what I'm saying?
What, 27 to 32, 33?
Something like that. Where it's like women get to a point where they looking to settle down and find a mate, because once you get past that certain point, your value goes down because you're not as attractive as you was when you were younger.
And medically, they're telling you that you can't have children past a certain point.
All of that too. And ain't nothing wrong with thinking like that. And I would say it like this. I think people, regardless of what you hear, whether it's online or in the media or whatever, at the end of the day, you have to do life and live life the way you want to live it. Even if you have people around you that don't agree with your lifestyle or whatever. At the end of the day, you got to look in the mirror. But you got to...
Preach.
You have to look in the mirror and accept yourself for who you are. But don't let somebody dictate your happiness. If that's what you like, go ahead and do it. Everybody don't have to condone what you're doing or like what you're doing. But you got to... embody that confidence that you moving the way you want to move and being confident with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Live with the consequences of your actions or whatever.
Well, that's key. But like you said, being confident with yourself, that also people that wraps back into like a conversation about social media, and people go on social media, and social media is telling you should look this way, you should be this way, you should do this certain way. Yeah. And that causes you to be insecure at a time when you need to be confident in the person that you are, because you're not going to find anybody being insecure and unconfident. Mm-hmm. So
it's like this. When I said that statement, it's like, don't let other people dictate everything. It don't matter if it's fucking social media or regular media, whether it's people on YouTube, whatever, or Kevin. Like, there's a lot of things I agree with Kevin, but I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything a man says. Mm-hmm. And a lot of shit he says is fucking truth.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's 100% correct about anything.
But at the end of the day...
Not even Fauci, as we see.
You have to live your life the way you want to live it. Whether it's fucking... if you religious or whatever, and this is the Bible dictating everything that you want them to or whatever, at the end of the day, the way you live your life, because a lot of people, they read the Bible and they don't hear none of that shit until they get on Sunday morning in church. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be holier than thou, and like as soon as you leave the church, you got your fucking rap music and bitches, hoes, pussy this, pussy that. And you go on with your fucking life.
Motherfuckers pro-life, but don't want nobody to get abortion, but okay with cops killing people. Just that type of shit.
Motherfuckers pro-life, but they busting on the ass.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, you have to have a spirit of discernment. Like, hey, I find this important, informational, and I'm gonna take a little bit from this, but doesn't mean you got to adhere to everything that a man says, because a man on its own is fucking, we're imperfect. Everybody's imperfect. Nobody's fucking perfect out here. There's always there's no black and white, because there's a hint of gray, because nobody's fucking perfect.
Yeah. Oh, keep preach.
Nobody's fucking perfect. So you have to do things and live like the way you want to live it. Just because somebody says this, oh, this is the more popular thing to say, that is cool. And sometimes it's right. But then you got to look at, is that how I want to live my life? If you want to move in a different direction, then follow your fucking energy and your spirit and move in that direction.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody...
Testify. Take your time, Pastor. Take your time.
No man is a fucking God. Bruh, like, you the king of your own kingdom. You the queen of your own kingdom. But you can't be a queen without a king. So get that shit together. What I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, are you fucking happy? You have to look at it. Are you fucking happy? If you're not happy, you got to make some adjustments. And move accordingly.
And the thing about it, truthfully, if people ask themselves, I really want to say, there's a very small percentage of people in the world that are really happy. I think a lot of people are really unhappy and just don't know it.
Yeah, and just because all that glitter isn't gold, just because something seems like everything is popping, all that shit that glitters and shiny isn't fucking perfect. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Just because somebody present this perfect picture, you don't know what it takes to put the paint on the fucking brush. And that's how social media can get you.
Social media.
Because pretty much everybody, they just put their highs, but they never put their lows.
Exactly.
And you competing with a filter or filters. Whether it's beauty, whether they photoshopping and shit like that.
You idolizing and wanted things, but these are half truths.
And let's pivot and say, like, what people are idolizing and stuff like that, whether it's money and this and that, you have to find for yourself what makes you happy. Because, there's a lot of people that's fucking rich as fuck, and some of the loneliest people in the world. They said, yeah, when I get rich, I done did everything I wanted to. I done travel the world like 3 times. And that's why a lot of people become philanthropists, because they have nothing else to do. They didn't did everything, so they want to give their money out in order to find a purpose.
Real
so
shit.
Find your purpose, find what you love to do, and move in that direction.
Definitely.
And even if you do some shit that's against the grain, as long as you fucking happy, do that shit. But if you're not happy with what you're doing, pivot and go a different direction. And just because somebody say some shit does not make them a god, man. Like, utilize your own fucking brain, spirit of discernment, and move in that direction.
Hey.
Whether you hurt people or not, as long as you fucking in tune with yourself and that's how you want to live your life, do that shit.
Talk that shit.
Just because it's fucking popular don't mean it needs to be popular with you. I'm just saying.
Hey, man. Talk your shit. All right. What we got? Ain't shit motherfucker of the week. Who you got? Oh, you want me to go first?
You go first. Go ahead.
All right. I go first. Today is, what is it? Today is June 25th, 2021. My ain't shit motherfucker of the week goes to the American justice or legal system or whatever the fuck they call that motherfucker, because it does not work. So, Derek Chauvin was sentenced to 22 and a half years for the murder of George Floyd today.
Everybody clap it up. Clap it up. Yay.
The thing about it, I don't know how to feel about that, because he should be serving something 25. He should be serving 25 to life with no chance of parole. There are motherfuckers in jail with non-violent offenses serving more than Derek Chauvin got sentenced to today. And it goes back to the point that there are 2 justice systems in this country, and it needs to be fixed or abolished at this point. And I want to go on and say, this is not justice. This is not peace. This is not solace. This is not anything, because George Floyd is not here. A daughter lost her father. A mother lost her son. A mother lost her son. This, this man's life is gone. Mm-hmm. And all Derek Chauvin, and the thing within that, and all Derek Chauvin will have to do is serve 2/3 of that 22 and a half years before he's eligible for parole. Derek Chauvin will probably be around 60 something when he's eligible for parole, when he should be in jail for life. But that's just the American justice and legal system for you. But I want to shout out, please never forget that Derek Chauvin is only going to jail because of the actions of a brave woman named Darnella Frazier, who captured that 9+ minute video.
Salute.
Because the city of Minneapolis and the Minneapolis Police Department were going to try and cover that shit up. If you read the initial police statement, so understand, this is not justice. This is not peace. They want to say it was an action so foul and flagrant that it could not be swept under the rug and disregarded because we had it on camera. So that's all I got.
And us as black folks, it's nothing new. A lot of shit that's just happened in our history just didn't have a video camera knows to record it. And a lot of shit is pretty much recorded blatantly, and people still get away with it.
Yeah. I also just think about it this. Police officers killed 950 people last year during the pandemic when we were fucking quarantined. 950 people that we know of. All right, man.
Okay, my ain't shit person of the week. And I would say this is a group of people. And the story goes like this. It's going to be ex-MLB stars Ben Zobrist's wife and their pastor. Because the story goes like this.
Ben Zobrist, I think he played for the Rays. But keep going.
What team he played for? Kansas City.
Okay.
Kansas City. Basically, his wife was actually sleeping with the pastor.
I feel like that happened in a lot of churches. Keep going. I see you, nigga, pastor. We see you, motherfucker.
It goes like this. It's saying Ben Zobrist's dirty laundry is getting aired out. Zobrist retired from his 14-season MLB career in March 2020. Learned that his wife was having an affair with a pastor, according to court documents that surfaced last week. The same minister is also accused of defrauding Zobrist's charity where he was employed. So the pastor was getting paid.
What the fuck?
By Ben, and was getting laid by the wife.
Nah, bro. We gotta square up. Nah, bro. You fucking my wife and taking my money? I'm getting fucked both ways.
Bro, that's what you call a double penetration.
DP.
So it was not until June 2020, which is this during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
When Zobrist learned that his wife had a sexual relationship with the minister, according to the lawsuit. Her name is Juliana. She admitted that she lied to her husband about the nature of their affair in a written admission in a divorce proceedings. So they're getting divorced now, of course.
Wow. Bro,
they got married in 2005 and they have 3 children together. Let's see. So basically, yeah, the pastor and the wife was getting it on, and the pastor had a charity that Zobrist pretty much was funding, because I think he's suing for $6 million right now in regards to the charity.
Okay.
So the pastor getting him on both ends, like spare the rod, spoil the child. This nigga was laying it down on the wife.
Bro, oh my God. All right. Hey, man, that's some pastors for you, man.
That's some pastors for you.
Some pastors for you.
And hold on, I want to pivot on something else.
What's up?
So, Jasmine Sullivan, I thought this was funny as hell, man.
What, she put on the music?
Nah, I was looking at her stories. Actually, my sister sent me this shit of Jasmine Sullivan's stories yesterday. And Jasmine posted a question to everybody. It was like, so what's the craziest thing you've ever done for someone with great sex? And so this was like a question that was posted within her stories, and everybody was pretty much answering it. So look at some of these replies, and I'll put these replies in the video. Probably somewhere right here. And the first person that said, the craziest thing they've done with someone with great sex is have his baby.
Okay.
The next person said, let his homie hit it too, and I do it again.
What? Oh, what? What?
Yes. The next person said, slept in his car while he slept inside with his girlfriend.
Actually, no. That's a real bitch right there. She real. I feel you.
I thought you was about to say you've been there before.
Hell, no. That's a real bitch right there. That's a real bitch.
The next person said, they bust the windows out their car.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Next person said, they said I would donate plasma and give him the money to help him pay his rent.
Yo,
she got that plasma dick.
Oh man, this bitch gave her old plasma.
The next person said gave him my kidney when he was on dialysis in the donor list.
All right, man. I guess my question is, what's the craziest thing you done did? Save it. Save it.
I don't do it. They do it for me.
Hey, man. Thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Real Critics Collab. This is your boy Marcus, a.k.a. Rest in Peace. Happy birthday to Milrice.
It's your boy Lavert, a.k.a. Laverticus, a.k.a. I don't do crazy shit for sex. They do crazy shit for me.
Oh, man. And we out. Hey.
We out.